Inch is low-lying land close to water, and Dairnie is hidden or secret. We use technology to create the flavours of the future. The philosophy here is flavour, flavour, and even more flavour. We use a very traditional process and manipulate each of those process steps to give us that technology-driven flavour. The process here is broken down into smaller fractions that allow us to significantly alter the flavours in each of those process steps. In a normal malt distillery, they will use a roller mill, and in the roller mill, they seek to keep the husk intact. Here at InchDairnie, we have a hammer mill. The cereal falls into the mill where it is struck by a number of very high-speed hammers. The hammer mill breaks up the cereal into a very fine grist, which allows for the maximum extraction of the cereal flavour. In our mash conversion vessel, where the now milled cereal is mixed with hot water, the starch is converted into sugar. We then pump that very sweet liquor into the mash filter, where we separate the solids from the liquid, giving us a very clear wort that passes through into the fermentation. At the distillery, each of the stills has got 2 condensers, which is highly unusual in the whisky industry. By using 2 condensers, it creates a very large surface area for copper, and that allows us to enhance the flavours created in the fermentation process. The heavier sulphury compounds are removed by the extra copper. We use local grain, and by working with the local farming community, we can influence the type of cereals and variety of cereals that are grown so that we can then maximise those flavours. And we use many different types of yeasts to enhance the flavours of the cereals. Grown here in Fife, we will use the spring barley, but more interestingly, we actually use winter barley, and we will also grow our rye for our rye law here. The rye grain imparts a very distinctive flavour and mouthfeel to whisky. The rye brings a spiciness to it and a very distinctive earthy flavour. To enhance the way that the fermentation operates in the different seasons, we will use different yeasts for each different season. We use a great number of different casks here at the distillery. New oak casks for the Rilo grain spirit, many of the traditional Oloroso, Paulo Cortado, but also we use a lot of Rioja casks. The bottle that we're using for all of the whiskies that we produce here at the distillery is designed around the key factors that take place here at the distillery. Our hammer mill and our mash filter is core to everything that we do, and that is represented by the neck of the bottle, which is there to represent the screen in the hammer mill. On the side of the bottle, there is a wave effect, 3 ripples. The number 3 is very important to the distillery here because it is the fundamentals of where we derive flavour from. Our materials, our method, and our maturation. When all 3 of those ripples meet, that is what makes the spirit so special.